Hello everyone, this is the second video of this course, the fish disease. We are now in introduction of fish disease. I'm now introducing the fish disease. Our final goal is that we have to solve the disease problem in this world. Okay, we are dealing with the fish and shellfish. As you know, in Korea we have well-developed farming condition. But there is a big problem, yeah, that we have to uh, solve. That is the disease problem. Okay, with this course, you have to have correct information to solve disease problem. Okay, let's begin with this slide. This slide. Okay, here I have introduced my homepage. Here and there, you can push a button, the link to the other page. Okay, here you see my point is here. Logic. What logic means. You have to understand this, and then from next week we can use another tool to communicate with each other. There is the Zoom client. What is that? I don't know the real name of this, but in short, Zoom. Yeah, Zoom. We can communicate each other with uh, a thing. Uh, their faces. Okay, face to face, it's like a face to face lecture, but uh, somewhat inconvenient. But that is the best way to communicate each other. Wow. And here you have my homepage. I introduced this one. Okay, and during your stay, you have to understand the linked part. Okay, yeah, here I wrote like this: the key, logic is the key to solve all problem. Yeah, all problem means yeah, include uh, disease problem. If you don't have logic, cannot solve the disease problem. I mean that. I meant that. Okay, logic. As you know, we do have science. The scientific research is very important to understand the disease problem. But with the scientific result, we cannot solve disease problem. A logical approach is needed to solve the problem. This is the key in this course. Okay. All right. And then here and there you can push that. If push this button, you can reach. You can access the another part of yeah, part of my lecture. Here you can have anatomy, histology, and pathology. Okay, you can push that. This button is for uh, systemic pathology. If you enter this site, you need uh, password. Okay, password is the okay. You have to memorize this one, right? LEC is 6144. Okay, 6144. 6144. You have to write your note. Okay, right now. You can reach uh, this page. Okay. Fortunately, this was written uh, not in Korean, yeah, in English. Okay, you can access this part. Okay. Okay. The other part of the home page is often without a password. Okay. This is the home is here. Okay. You can have this one. Okay. This is Korean, but here and there again, these are helpful to understand everything. My point is was that okay, we miserable miss the reality of immunity. We don't understand the real immunity uh, because that we are now experiencing the coronavirus disease. In case of human, uh, okay, they don't have real cause of coronavirus. So if you do have the reality of immunity, there is no worry about coronavirus disease. But right now in this world, they don't understand the real immunity, even in medical field. Okay, I mean we are specialists. Okay, from now on you have to become a specialist about fish and shellfish disease, including human disease. Uh, if we know the real cause of a disease, first you have to understand the meaning of immunity. Uh, for that, we have to approach with a logical basis. Okay, the logical basis in here. Uh, okay, I wrote in here the structure and function relationship. You have to understand the relationship. What the relationship is this? What the relation is, and let's move to other. Let's begin with this one. Okay, here these slides were shown in previous time. These PPTs were made in the year of 2000 when I stayed in Peru, okay, for 2 months. I made this slide during 2 month period. And I guided the Peruvian scientists relating to fish and shellfish disease, guided to control the fish and shellfish diseases. Here, let's start with this this title. Till this time, uh, 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 we have focused on diagnosis and treatment and the prophylaxis of fish and shellfish diseases. Actually, we cannot do that with this kind of behavior. Okay, if we don't know the real meaning of immunity. This is my name, and this is my laboratory. In short, in the LFSP, and my department is this. Okay, Department of Aquatic Life Medicine, and then this is your university, PKNU. Okay, diagnosis. If there is no disease, we don't need the diagnosis. Diagnose. We don't need to treatment. Our goal of this course is to complete prevent of the fish and shellfish disease. Uh, for that thing, uh, I need you to learn the real concept of immunity, but with like yeah, I scheduled the program during this semester. In here, you have a syllabus in here. Syllabus in here. Okay, let's review the syllabus from here. Okay, previous one. Let's do. Okay, in here I have this one. Here you see the syllabus. I introduced this one, but again, I would like to stress this point. Uh, what you have to require in this course is the true to get the information, get logic information to understand the true meaning of immunity, and then its relation with the disease outbreak and inefficient fish. Yeah, actually, if you do have a real meaning of immunity, there is no problem in solving disease. Okay, and then we are going to review the medical curriculum. Medical curriculum. Why is that? Because it's because there is a problem in medical curriculum to understand immunity. Okay, here you have to learn 3 points. The 3 points are here, and because of this objective, for getting objective of this lecture, I scheduled like this. Okay, from first week and to 15 week, I scheduled like this. Right now, you are listening to this part, introduction fish disease. And the next, there's a second week is I gave you the homework about this one. Okay, what is the disease? That you can understand that by watching YouTube. Okay, YouTube. Why disease occurs? What the real cause of disease? What is the real cause of disease? We have to think about that and report it to LNS. Okay, and then we in third week we review the relationship between disease and immunity. It's deeply interrelated. Okay, between two, uh, as you know, but we don't understand the real concept of immunity because first we have to review the current concept of I gave you homework. Okay, you have to do that. Okay, and submit the LMS. Okay, and then you will know the true concept of immunity. Uh, okay, in this course. Okay, and then if you do have a true concept of immunity, you naturally you know the real meaning of health. And then I just review. I'm going to review the medical subject here from eighth week. We review anatomy, and then finally my major subject, the pathology. Then finally, you can get the real meaning of health evaluation, fish and shellfish. Okay, this is my syllabus. It's very simple. But yeah, the answer is very simple. But to understand that, for you to understand that, you have to listen to me, okay, and communicate each other, okay. You have to compare the current concept of immunity and the new concept of immunity that I was suggested to you guys. Okay. Our final goal is that what is that? The uh, uh, solve solving the disease problem. The, I mean, we have to complete uh, prevent the disease. Yeah, we have to prevent the disease occurring in fish and shellfish, especially in shellfish fish disease under farming condition. Okay, the farming means the artificial treating. Okay, the artificial, we can find out the real cause of the disease. Okay, in yeah, in artificial thing, from artificial uh, treatment. Okay, we have a severe mistake in that artificial treating of fish and shellfish. Here you can get the important thing here. And let's move to here. That is the first slide. Here you will see Diagnosis, treatment, and prophylaxis essential of fish disease. Okay, first I introduce my country. Here you have country in this map. Neighboring countries are two countries are here, the China and Japan. Okay, Wuhan area is around here. This Wuhan area. Okay, Korea is separated into two parts, the north and south part. Okay, unfortunately, we have this condition. You are now in South Korea, okay, South Korea, uh, Busan, South Korea, okay, Pukyong National University. Okay, let's move to another slide. This is the Korean map. Okay, let's okay, here, just move the grid. And, I correct. This is the Korean map, south part of Korea map. Korea south part map of Korea. As you see, is three-sided face. This is the eastern western part of coast, and the eastern part of coast here, south part. The three-sided coastal area is here. Because of this, Korea has developed well developed farming farming condition. And let's move to another slide. Here we have three kind of culture system. The artificial culture. Now we have two kind of system, but this enclosed system is not used right now. Okay, we don't have this system. We only have two kind of system: land-based tank system and a naked system. Right, and let's move to another slide. Here you will see the occurrence of diseases. Uh, Here, to occur diseases, we have to have this kind of condition. Okay, originally this is the agent. Okay, the factors occurring diseases, host here, agent here, environment here. The interrelated condition diseases are occur. This area is the interrelated area. Disease state is interrelated each other. Three kinds of factors are interrelated in disease case. Okay, and then we are our interests are here. The defense. What is the in a defense system of animal against the diseases? Okay, two kinds of system is considered now considered. Okay, as in human. There are two kind of mechanism here: a non-specific mechanism and a specific mechanism. This is current concept of immunity. Okay, so I gave you homework to describe this one, to understand this one. The current concept of immunity from here. Okay, here you can see mechanical, chemical barriers, cellular factors, and cellular factors. Yeah, cellular factors include lysozyme, complement. Yeah, these are not familiar with uh, uh, not familiar with this word. Okay, you guys not familiar with this word. Granulocyte, macrophage, NK cell. NK means natural killer. The specific mechanism is here, is humoral factor, cellular factor. You understand that? And there are antibodies, antigen antibody. Okay. This specific mechanism is interrelated, related with the T lymphocyte macrophage. I mean, this is a leukocyte. Okay, blood stem. Okay, white blood stem. Okay, this is the defensive system in animals. Okay, it's very similar to the human case. Okay, and let's move to the next slide. Here, I presented the phylogenetic difference of immune system like this. Interesting things are here. The insect molluscus are they don't have specific immune system. The white band is in specific immune response immune system, and the pink part is the corresponds to the non-specific defense mechanism. Right? In case of human, they have well-developed specific immune response, and but non-specific defense mechanism is here, the weak part. No, weak part. Yeah. Okay. The scientific results are here. Okay, uh, about the phylogenetic difference of immune system. Okay, we aquatic life medicine deal with this one. Okay, this one. Okay, trout. This is fish. The lamprey is primitive fish, lamprey, lamprey, hagfish, and lobster is such as shrimp, uh, shrimp, and then insect mollusk. Okay, this is molluscus, and this includes shellfish, shellfish. Okay, you understand it. In case of shellfish they don't have specific immune response, but this kind of what is that classification is not operate to solve disease problem. This is not a current concept of immunity. We are going to deny this concept of immunity in this course. That's the point. Okay, what I stress. That I stress. Okay, let's move to another one. Here defensive system of oh, okay here, no no. Hmm, hmm. Ah, okay. Specific immune system in the fish. In case of fish, there is this kind of immune system, two kind of specific immune system, non-specific immune system. Okay, here, yeah, you can see it in detail, but I do not explain it in here. This is your homework. Okay. In case of fish, scientific results are here. Are here. Okay, it is very similar to human, uh, but in comparison with the human, there is yeah, some uh, different here and there. But we our aquarist focused on focus naturally focus on this one. As it's because this is related to human case. Okay, and then let's move to yeah here microorganism. Yeah. Uh, Still we have we we are focusing on this route, okay, of invade, okay, enter microorganism. Okay, enter what is a microorganism? Virus, bacteria, and parasite. Actually, this is not so important, okay, to occur diseases. Okay, this is the superficial factor. These are included in secondary factor, but nowadays we yeah, deal with the first primary factor. No, this is a secondary factor. Okay, so if we do have, I mean that okay, if we do have a full immunity, we don't need this kind of consideration. Okay. And right now we have this kind of diagnosis system. Okay, uh, I gave it a system of diagnosis. Now, right now we do this kind of step. First, we get information from the host, and then we in this laboratory we are using this kind of diagnosis, histopathological diagnosis. We have a microscopic specimen. Okay, we make the specimen for histological diagnosis with use of a microscope, and then we diagnosis and prognosis. We'll do this one, and then we in reference we use the information from microbiology, parasitology. From this, we can do etiological diagnosis. Etiological diagnosis. Uh, uh, Histopathologist diagnose, okay, with the histopathological tool, uh, and with use of microscope, okay, and finally we do take a treatment, and finally we transfer the prophylaxis. Okay, this is the system of diagnosis. Okay, very simple. All right, and then okay, this one a system of diagnosis we can describe like this. Describe like this. The first we do have a history taking from the farmers. Okay, and then I take a sample, and after sampling we do this kind of behavior. The biopsy and necropsy. Biopsy means during we do this kind of step during living state, uh, live state, in live state, and the necropsy is done uh, after death. Okay, uh, okay, after death. We do have screen, examining we use the sample from gill and skin. In case of necropsy, we do need this kind of steps: bacterial cultures, blood examination, and imprinting cryostat of tissues. You understand this one? This is so difficult, yeah. Difficult in your you are not major in medical science. Gross lesion, with naked eye we can find the abnormal structure, uh, the external and internal part. And then finally with the microscopy and electron microscopy. Sometimes you use the electron microscopy. Usually we use the microscopy. And finally we interpret and diagnose. And this is the step of diagnosis. From here, I present the tool for histopathologic diagnosis. Here, they making the specimen for examining the tissue. Okay, this is the tissue processor. This machine is called tissue processor, automatic tissue processor. And this is embedding course. If you do, if we do face-to-face meeting, you previously have a we had a tour, okay, my laboratory. You can see this kind of tools. You can find this kind of tools in this laboratory, okay. staining, and this is a sectioning. And then we have to get the thin slice of tissue, and then finally we stain to differentiate tissue. Okay, next slide is here. This one. This is the tool. Okay, for diagnose. In the midst of this machine is the re- cryostatic machine, and during uh, after freezing, we can get uh, tissue samples. And this is a very expensive one. Okay, we have this tool, but not always using this kind of machine. In specific diagnosis, we use this one. Okay, and then what is this? This is the yeah, this is the very old one, but now changed. Okay, this is the multi microscope. This is our student at that time. They're 20 years ago, very old, but uh, we still have this kind of microscope, but we don't use this one. And then this one, a digital photographing machine. Okay, it's very helpful. Okay, in pathological part. Okay, here you have a slide, and from now on, you have diseases. Okay, the kind of disease in a farming condition of efficient shellfish farming. Okay, here you will see the bacterial diseases. In case of efficient shellfish, there is no functional diseases, only to have a, micro or infectious disease. The viral cause and bacterial cause and viral cause and parasitic cause. And finally, you will have nutritional cause. Right now, we have this kind of diseases. Okay, the representative disease, the bacterial diseases are here. The most important diseases are here. Two kind of disease: Edwards-Cellulosis and Streptococcus. You remember these two diseases? If we do solve this problem uh, very successful, yeah, controlling the bacterial disease. Okay, here the other diseases are here, but this is not so important in farming condition. Maybe this is important in the ornamental fish. Okay, in farming case of efficient shellfish, this disease are very important. This only for the fish, farming fish, Edwards-Cellulosis and Streptococcus. Not so many. Okay, there are no functional diseases in case of fish and shellfish. This is a very important point. Okay, and then next slide are here, but the Edwards-Cellulosis like this. Okay, and there's a gross finding as microscopic finding are here. Finding that here, Streptococcus is occurred in Japanese plant. Okay, external figure gross findings is this microscope finding. Uh, with this kind of findings, we can diagnose what kind of disease is there. And then let's move to the lactococcosis. Sometimes we have this kind of disease. This is from yellowtail, okay, in Korea. And then the epithelial cystis. This is the parasitic disease. Okay, parasitic. No, suspected of bacterial disease from rockfish. And then this is the viral diseases of farming fish in Korea. This is lots of diseases are here, but not so many. But in here you have to have interest on this disease. Okay, the iridoviruses in Korea. Iridovirus is very prevalent in every year. Okay, the susceptible species is rock bream and sea bream. But now prevalent in the various kind of fish. Okay, big problem in Korea. Okay, we are focusing on the erase, okay, prevent this disease. But because of this, because this disease is originated from a virus, so we cannot treat this disease if once this disease occurred. Okay, it is a virus. You have focus on you memorize this disease. I hope you that you got that doesn't have this kind of disease. You can do it after uh, finishing this course. Okay, no problem. Okay, you have this kind of disease, and then lymphocytic disease. This is also viral disease, but yeah, not life-threatening diseases. Okay, this kind of disease, the virus brain necrosis. This iridoviruses. Okay, yes, and the IHN it occurs in also in Korea. Okay, and the VNN. I found this disease in Korea. Okay, okay, this is a cross finding is a microscopic finding. It is for you to difficult to understand the microscopic field. Okay, and viral hemorrhagic septicemia in Flounder. Okay, there is no cross finding, but all of those are microscopic finding. And then let's move to parasitic fungal diseases in farming fish. So, in here, you have to focus on this disease, the Scuticociliatosis. This cause mass mortality in especially flounder. Okay, here you have diseases. The other diseases are here. In the midst of this, the monogynian infestation is prevalent in Korean farming condition. If we do, in order to solve this problem, you have to listen to this course. Okay, right. The others are here. And then scuticocellular, this is corresponding. You have ulcers on skin, and this is the biopsy finding and the microscopic finding. In Korea, we have this kind of parasite disease. This is information. This scuticocellular cause mass mortality in flounder farming. And then this trematode, ichthyobode, the other parasites are included in here, but not so important. Okay, if you do have a real immunity, this kind of disease are not, yeah, should be neglected. Should be neglected. And this is also parasite glugiosis in IU. IU, do you know that? This, what the species is? And here biopsies finding. This is microscopic finding. Microscopic finding. And then this kind of infections are were found in Korean farming fish, but not related to mass mortality. But this kind of reason were found in Korea. Okay. And then let's move to the nutritional and toxicology diseases of farming fish. This not neglect, not so important. Okay, But in the midst of this disease, okay, lipoid liver disease is very important. Now, at that time, the real cause of lipoid disease uh, were not found. But right now, these days, uh, we can understand what the real cause is. Okay, at that time, we understand caused by rancid diet, but not rancid diet. Okay, this is very important nowadays. Mm, that miscellaneous. Okay, miscellaneous. The other things are miscellaneous. Okay, not so important in farming fish. Okay, we have to solve this problem. Okay, liver disease, right? And then move to this ascitic syndrome. You have the swollen bellies are here. Okay, swollen. This is rockfish. The microscope finding here. Okay, this is heart, and this is from stomach. Uh, you can understand what kind of disease is. Okay, what the cause is. And then let's move to this one, the fingerling. In case of fingerling, they have a severe problem in hepatic problem. Okay, uh, this is microscopic finding. This is the liver. Okay, uh, maybe you don't understand this one. Okay, but this is a microscopic finding, and from the fingerling, they have a problem in artificial condition. Okay, you can understand this one. The ascitic syndrome in Japan is very found. Now uh, we understand the real cause of this. Okay, at that time in microscopic finding, the various lesions were found, but this is not the real cause. It is secondary reaction. Okay, to primary cause. And intoxicant, yeah, this is important. But in usual cases, we don't have this kind of case. But we can imagine, we can think. Here you have uh, species except for fish, the shellfish. And here you see the shrimp and the bivalve, and the other aquatic animals. Here you have diseases. You have diseases here. White spot syndrome. It is a so famous disease, so famous. Okay, white spot syndrome. The etiological agent is the baculovirus, but uh, still uh, don't have a, we still don't have the real cause of virus. I mean, yeah, I would like to say this is the secondary cause. Okay, the primary cause, we don't understand the primary cause of this. Okay, we can if we can correct the primary cause, we can solve this disease. But in this course, you have to understand the real one, the immunity problem. Okay, there is obvious immunity problem. What is the immune? We don't know that. In this course, you will know what the real immunity is. Here, you have the unique species here, C squared. C squared. Okay, I'll show you next slide, next time, C squared. An important species in fish farming. Korean like this one uh, very much. Okay, and Microsporidian infection. Uh, Actually, it is not. Okay, and then let's move to this is the microscopic finding from the white spot syndrome in shrimp. This is the from the specimen about 20 years ago, I found this kind of lesion, yes, microscopic lesion from shrimp. Okay, this is the white spot syndrome. White spot syndrome. Okay. They say caused by virus, virus, but the not secondary one. Okay, here you see the bivalves, bivalves, microscope finding all of this. The in case of bivalves, there is no uh, gross finding, okay, found in clinical. Okay, this is the final slide. Okay, we reviewed the, all of slide. You understand, okay, the farming condition and the disease outbreak in Korea. From this slide, you understand that. I think you understand that there are not so many diseases in fish and shellfish, but in the midst of those diseases, uh, 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 mass mortality causing diseases are there. So are there. Okay, in fish farming condition, we have to solve those diseases. Okay, not so many. The I said that there is no functional disease like a human. We only have infection. This is the key to solve disease problem in fish and shellfish. Okay, let's finish our lecture this time. Next week we will see by another good tool called Zoom. Okay, let's meet at that time. Okay, let's meet on Monday. Okay, let's finish this one. Okay, bye now.